station everybody, because we've got the great Herminio. Reyes Jr. is in the house. Good to see you, man.
To me. Leave it to me.
Leave it
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Oh, what is up?
Woo.
Station, everyone. We are back yet again with another week with another awesome The Big Herm Show with Primetime Time. Here again
Station.
with yet another awesome show here in the fall. We're back and better than ever, like Mike Greenberg says over on ESPN. And yeah, man, I'm excited. We have an ending of an arc that we've had for a while, a few arcs leading into this, and then we have the next issue. So we have like another. The next issue is like a little break. It's kind of like a one-shot break before the final big arc, before the final run, the final arc of the big Zed Bros runs that everybody loves but don't love. You know what I mean?
Well,
So we're here. Yeah, some of us. Yeah, supposedly we never thought we'd have a run so polarizing, more polarizing than that guy Nick Spencer. You know what I'm saying? But we do.
Paul. No.
Oh well, no, don't say that. Don't say that. No. Station, what is going on? My man Primetime Tom, what is up? How you doing?
Whew. It was a rough week.
Oh man, another one of those.
My supervisor called me like early in the morning and said, "Dude, I'm having a rough time. I just got news that a childhood friend passed away." And he
Oh
said,
man, sorry to hear that, man.
"Yeah," he said, "Would you be willing to fill in for me Thursday and Friday?" I was like, "Yeah, why not? You get time and a half or whatever." But I tell you, man, lunchtime with those little hellion elementary kids, woo! It was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Woo.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
Yeah, not a tumor.
You got a headache. You're like, it's not a tumor. You know what I mean? Oh man, sorry to hear that, man. I wish you had a better week than that, man. My week was interesting, ups and downs in the week and stuff like that. But at the end, it ended up being a decent week because I kind of like, it's not like a promotion, but it kind of is. So it's not like supervisor or nothing like that. But when it comes to getting paid is like a promotion for me. So I was struggling for a while. You know what I mean? Like the last couple of months, and finally got some good news. It came in at the end of the week, but everything's working out so far. So
Nice.
so I finished my old route yesterday. I'm a bird guy, so and I'm starting a new one tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited. I'm a little nervous. I gotta meet. It's like having a new job, even though I don't have a new job. It's same thing, but it's like a new job.
Oh,
And so I'm pretty excited. You know what I mean? Hopefully everything works out this week, which is weird. It happened, and this is the next. Next week is a big holiday week, so
oh
it's
yeah,
a shorter week for us.
man,
Yeah,
came up fast.
come so fast. Yeah. So yeah, man. So these interesting week coming up for me, and Last week was interesting too. So I can't say it's bad or good. I say it's right in the middle. Ups and downs, but it's here, and hopefully everything works out good because I needed a little boost. So station to that,
Heck yeah.
and yeah, man, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I realized that you had a tough week because you joined the dark side over there. Dun, 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 dun. If people didn't know, I'm referring to a certain shirt someone's wearing. So
What? What? What?
yeah, yeah. Now let's say real quick hi to our guy Eric Station.
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 Station, Paul.
He
I mean, Eric. No.
hey. He promised me he would be his best behavior today. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But yeah, man. So I'm pretty excited. Cause now we have an awesome show here. We're covering another 2 issues of the Amazing Spider-Man. The first one will be the great number 54
Woohoo!
right here.
Yeah.
Legacy number
54.
948. Ooh, oh,
Ooh.
he's got a nice
Yeah.
variant.
Deadpool
Spider
trying to kill
Buggy
Spidey.
variant.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Deadpool. Why are you trying to do that, man? Yeah, so a nice variant my man got over there for this issue. And of course, my man here, after I'm done, he's covering issue numero 40. Oh no, 55. I'm going backwards again. Number 55, legacy number 949. Woo! It's getting
Ooh,
close to
man.
that one number. So he's gonna be covering this. And of course, next week we'll be covering the big legacy number 950. Bum,
950.
ba, da, da. And the great tombstone is right there, ready to punch Peter Parker. So that's not good.
Tombstone's back.
So this is number 56, but it's legacy number 950, which is the only one we're covering next week because it's a $7.99 book, not a $9.99, but it's a pretty decent sized book.
Yeah.
So we're definitely gonna cover this one next week. It should be loads of fun. I can't wait to read it because I thought I read it and I didn't. So so I
Yeah.
can't wait to dig in. Yeah, like these 2 issues I didn't read, so I can't wait to dig into these. I mean, I read it now because we gotta cover them, but so this issue I can't wait to finally read it, stuff like that. So I hope everybody enjoys that one because I'm excited to see that how that one starts. Of course, it isn't a start of the last arc of the Big Zeb Wells run. So can't wait for that. And of course, I got the thumbnail for it already. Next week,
Oh,
number
yeah.
56,
Oh, yeah.
legacy number 950.
Going for the
And
throat.
yeah.
Going for the
And
jugular.
then the week after that, we're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep going till we catch up. And the week
Choo-choo.
after that will be ASM 57 and 58. So
Yeah.
pretty fun times and stuff like that. And of course, I still got more announcement. The big Blame Phable show will be back next Friday, 9 p.m.
Oh.
East. And yours truly, myself, I'm back on that show as I
Oh,
show the
yeah.
little thumbnail there. The all new, all different Blame Phable show. With, a couple of familiar names on there. We're missing one guy because I don't have that
Yeah.
thumbnail. So if Phable does watch this, just pop that thumbnail with our guy S. Vaughn Scott. He's gonna be a part of the show too, one of the co-hosts. And
Huh.
of course, you see Brother Joe looking crazy back there, like he always does. Stu, Nick, our guy Eric, and Taqi. It's definitely going to be a
Nice.
blast. So all news,
I
pretty
will.
much.
I will definitely be there.
Yes. Can't wait. I hope you enjoy it. I hope everybody enjoy it. I'm pretty hyped up. It's past my bedtime, so I gotta take a nap because I do work the next. Even though it's gonna be rough because
Ooh.
Thanksgiving the day before. You know what I mean? And then I have 2 Thanksgiving. I have my Thanksgiving here, and then I go to Brooklyn with my mom, celebrate
Oh
there.
wow.
So I gotta make sure I take a nap, or no, I'm gonna be sleeping on the Blame Phable show. First one back, I'll be like, "Yeah, Herm, what do you think about this?" "Oh yeah, 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 yeah. What we talking about?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then it's gonna be blame Herm. Blame
Blame
Herm.
Herm,
Yeah.
blame Herm. Of course, I got the friends from Geeks Unleashed. They have uh, podcasts. They're going and everything, and check them out. Geeks Unleashed, episode 176. I think they got a new one that came out. This is the latest one I had. Um, WandaVision. They cover that. It's pretty cool. And of course, our guy on the pool list. This is the latest one he put out. 9 panel grid. He's on there. And then, of
Oh,
course, there's this book club. S. Vaughn and a couple of our guys are on that, the Absolute Book Club, where they go over um the Absolute DC Comics. DC, you know what I mean? We're not supposed to talk about DC on this show. But I think that is going to go over S. Vaughn's channel, Stu's channel. I think Eric's going to have it one day. I think that's the thing. So fantastic shows on the Bad Batch. And of course, if you like us or anybody in the Bad Batch, the links of all of them is down below. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ding, 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 that bell for notification for future videos, future silliness, all that awesome stuff. And everybody I just showed just now, those are just the thumbnails I have. Nick, I'm sorry, I didn't have your thumbnails for your latest stuff, but Nick puts up his stuff too. Of course, Robbie, Pop Culture Philosophers, which I still think is the best review video. Whoever got that on the award show, congratulations. But you know you're not the real champion of that. It's Robbie. They should just rename that award the Robbie Award, because you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest. Oh, you biased. Oh my God, you biased. No, there's a reason why a lot of us Bad Batches love him and think he's the best, because he really is. So I feel like I had to say that. Oh, yeah, you
yeah.
biased. Of course you're gonna say that, man. If everybody was really honest, they would agree with me. You know what I'm saying? But whether you agree with the stuff he says or not, when you review a show, you could
Yeah.
disagree with everything they say, but if they put up a good show, they put up a good show. You know what I'm
Oh, they
saying?
do.
It's like this show, the best Spider-Man show out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not, but now I'm stretching. But
Yeah, I was telling Robbie,
but
he and Phable should review the whole G1 Transformers
yeah,
line.
yeah, just review them all, right?
Yeah, he's like,
Let's just transform them right there in front of us. You know, so what if it takes all night? You know, I mean, just transform them right there. It was and transform them back. You know what I'm
and he's like, yeah, you might be onto something there. Okay. And
saying? No,
Fable's like,
that's a good. That'd
are
be
you nuts,
interesting.
man? Are you crazy, man? Don't do that.
He's got enough shows. He doesn't have a lot of time. Come on, Tom. Blame Tom. Blame Tom. That's it. Actually, I
Hey,
blame
come
Tom.
on, come on.
Speaking of the devil station, my man, thanks for joining us on the chat.
Station brother.
Busted. You thought he wasn't listening, huh? You thought he wasn't listening. He heard the whole thing. You're in trouble, my man. You're in trouble. Oh man, that's a blast. That's a blast. Let me take a sip because my throat's already dry. We're 15 minutes in. We haven't covered the issue yet. Come on, Tom.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
the normal 15-minute mark.
No more 15 minutes, man. But here we go. This time I'm home, so I have the proper equipment to do a show, and make myself a little bigger because I'm covering ASN numero 54, legacy number 948. Of course, my
Woo.
man over there has that variant that I love. But we're ready to rock and roll. Of course, before I go, our guy Zeb Wells, the writer, the penciler, or the artist, Ed McGuinness, and of
Mm-hmm.
course, like I usually don't mention these a lot, but you got Mark Farmer, which is the color guy, and Marcelo's Men's. I think Farmer is the anchor, and Marcelo's Men's, and they did a good job on this cover, man. This cover is gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is a poster. Like they keep making poster covers. You know what I mean? So I freaking love it. They telling me that there's people saying Marvel don't have good artists and stuff like that, but you know, I'm just picking on him because he's here. But
Hey, at least they can draw feet.
oh look, blame Tom as always. See, he's watching. He's watching. Be careful. Be careful what you say. Back to the comic issue. This is the hangout show where we hang out and pretend we talk about Spider-Man. But
What? Who?
what? And we talk trash about our friends. You know, we're gonna get canceled.
No.
All right, let's get going. Let's get going. Come on, Tom, stop distracting me, man. Come on. So it starts with Peter saying, "Wake up, Norman," and he's like, "Oh," and there's blood in his glove. He's like, "It's time to say goodbye. You serve your last purpose. The Green Goblin has a new home." And you see Norman Osborn has been stabbed by
Oh yeah. Oof.
the evil Green Goblin sin. That's what's doing this. And then on the next page you see Norman's like, "Get off of him. Leave Peter alone." And the goblin's like, Spidey Goblin's like, "Oh no, I can't do that. I'll set everything up. I'm transferring all of your assets to Peter Parker, the new me, and I can't wait to get into that body. My ultimate victory is arise." Or I kind of added some words, but you know. And he's like, "Yes, we spent a lot of time together, Norman. Had so much fun. But in the end, you're too weak. Look at me. I think this. I beat Spider-Man. And now I am Spider-Man." And Norman's like, "I hate you. I always hated you." And then, of course, he had a little brain in the bottom. He's like, me, 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 me. So he's done. Meanwhile, up ahead, where they're still locked because they can't get to Spider-Man in the sewers, Miss Marvel, she's up in the house right there. And she's like trying to open the little sewer cap, a little closed thing there. And she's like, come on, open. Spider-Man is down there alone. And the assistant, I mean, no, Connor, sorry. I thought it was the assistant, but it's Connor. Kurt Connor says, "Rick Rap, are you okay?" And Rick Rap's like, "Oh, yeah, just stabbed through the heart. Luckily, I have more." "You got more hearts, okay." And he's like, "Are you sure about that?" He's like, "Absolutely not." And out of nowhere, you hear someone say, "It's no use, girl. The moment is bigger than you, bigger than all of us." And Jameson's like, "What do you want? What do you want?" And Sinbad, look at me, Sinbad. Craven is like, "My father feared the spider, saw a monster in him. I want to see if he was right. Turn away from the door if you want to gain inches. You have to face me." And meanwhile, going right back to Norman Osborn and Spidey Goblin. Spidey Goblin's like, "You should have taken me back when Craven came to you with the spear, Norman. You never should have let me get a taste first, Peter. His heart is so pure. But that's not why you're so obsessed with him, is it? Deep down, you know, he is smarter than you." And then he's like, "Yeah, yes, he is." And he starts reaching over for the little device that Peter put together with I guess, the wrinkler device type thing. And he presses the button, it starts buzzing. And then Norman grabs it, and he's like, "It looks like he's smarter than you." And he's like, huh? You made a new home. He stabs Spidey Goblin, and then it starts. I don't know how it sounds like. That's just what it's gonna sound like right now. But and Peter's like, Norman, the spear worked. I mean, hold on. It's Peter going, Norman, the spear worked. And he's like, Norman's like, it did? You made this? He's like, the Goblin programmed the Winkler device to hold his personality. I just improved the design. He's trapped, Norman. We can destroy him together. And a little red bubble says, yes, I programmed this device. It's looking like it's the Goblin. He's like, yes, I programmed this device, which is pretty cool. It's in red bubbles. I mean, green bubbles. So you already know.
Yeah.
And he's like, and the device programmed you. And he's like, no, Norman. Peter's like, run. And then Peter grabs, Spidey Goblin, grabs the staff and then slams it. And then he's like, goodbye. And he comes out and looks like he eats Norman, but he's actually going back into Norman. And Peter's like, Norman, I'm sorry. The program, it's still inside me. What did I do? He's like, Norman's like, don't worry, my boy. I won't be in there for long. I want you, Peter. And he punches him and headbutts him. And he was, it was always you. As you see the evil sin goblin, the green goblin thing come into Peter again. And then Peter, he's evil again. And he's like, that's better. This is the end, Norman. I'm done with you. All it will take is a signature. And Oscorp, everything you own will be mine. Do you see? Without me, you are refused. You are nothing. And Norman's like, no, you didn't make me, unfortunately. I made you. And he's like, pap. He hits him with the little spear. And he's like, you are my burden to bear. Run, Peter. So he brings back the goblin sin right back into him.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a whole back and forth thing. And Peter's like, Norman! And he gets punched by the goblin as he lands on the floor. And then you see the little robot thing, brain, the living brain head. He's like, hello, Peter. And then Peter's like, not exactly how we plan things, is it? He's like, it doesn't matter. You are here. I am here. And he's like, you are a disembodied head. He's like, I know who you are. It's the data I hold most dear. I protected it inside me, and it's all we need. Take the sin, Peter. And he's like, what? He's like, you don't have to trust me. Trust yourself. And Peter's like, takes off the mask and his mask. And then out of nowhere, the goblin's like, Peter, 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 I've taken your mind. I will soon have your soul. You can't run from me. And Peter's like, I've never run from you. You want a piece of me, goblin? See if you can take it. And then the goblin's like, yes, the sin says. And it goes right in him. And he's like, ah! He's like, what's the matter? Don't you like it in here? And Norman's like, he's fighting it. And the machine's like, Osborn, a little help, the human brain. And then, of course, you hear Peter go in the background, you tormenting me for my entire life. You think I'm going to make this easy? And then back to the brain. And he's like, I'm ready. And then it looked like they did some kind of a device, turned him into a mask. I guess
Mm-hmm.
they put the Winkler thing on him into the mask, and Peter, whatever that invention is, and Peter's like, "You're not going anywhere. We're going to finish you." So you see the Sin trying to get out of Peter. It looked like something's happening, and boom, Norman puts the Sin helmet on, the brain, whatever the hell this thing is, and then boom, it looked like they go into Peter's mind, and Peter's like, "Huh?" And then you see the Goblin Sin right there, and he's like, which is pretty cool art. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And he's like, "What have you done, Peter? You trapped me in your body with the one thing I hungered for, your soul." And Peter's like, "You want it? You're gonna have to take it."
Did you
And he's
see?
like, "Gladly."
Did you see one of the faces is Gwen Stacy?
Yes, you see it right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I was like, whoa.
And then you see Peter getting eaten by the goblin sin. And then of course all it's happening in the brain inside the device. And Norman's like, "You're killing him. Do you have any idea what you're trapped inside of him?" And the brain, living brain's like, "No, there is only one question I have to ponder, and I have done so far my entire existence. Is it the only career that matters? And the sins of Norman Osborn are about to learn the answer. The question is as follow." And you see Peter's like struggling with all the sins, all the nastiness. And he's like, and the brain's like, "Who is Spider-Man?" Then you see this wonderful art here of
Oh
all
yeah.
the things throughout Peter's life. Um, when he was a kid and his parents left or something like that. And it says he is broken. He is selfish. When you see like the part where Peter could have stopped the guy, he ends up killing Uncle Ben.
Hmm.
Um, and then when he got the news, he's guilty. And then he finally takes on that guy, but he really doesn't get any happiness for it. And then of course the death of Gwen, which you just
Yeah.
mentioned Gwen in there. And he's like, in every heartbreak, every defeat, he has a choice to give in to rage, make his heart fearful and small. Of course, you see the Craven's last hunt. To be brave, to feel deeply, expand, and then through his life, no matter the enemy, no matter the tragedy, Spider-Man keeps his heart open. He will never give up because above all else, Spider-Man is Peter Parker. So you see all the other stuff that happens throughout his life, and then boom, Spider-Man is Peter Parker. That's why he was trying to find out who is Peter Parker, and that's him. With all the responsibility, everything that he went through made him stronger every time. Which I think the writing's pretty good. Zeppo's doing a good job. Like
Oh
with
yeah.
all the hate he gets, um, it's been pretty good lately. And I see what he's. I'm reviewing it before I'm finished the issue, but I see what he was trying to do through all the issue through his whole run. Um, but people probably not very patient about, but I understand. But keep on keeping on because this issue is almost over. Goblin struggling, and then, Peter in his mind, he's like, "You have no home here, Goblin." So because they're still in his mind, and he's like, "Goodbye." And then out of nowhere, you hear the Goblin go, "No!" And you got a freaking phenomenal art, bro. And Spidey
Oh
escaping
yeah.
that. Freaking Ed McGuinness. Amazing. And he's still like, "No, I don't want to die." He didn't say that, but you already know that's why he doesn't want to die. But Norman's like, "Norman, his light." And he's like, to Norman, he's like, "Norman, his light. Help us. We're dying." And poof, he vanishes. Green Goblin sins, vanishes. And then Norman's like, "Peter." And Peter's like, "Norman." So pretty much, Goblin's evil sin, all of that, donezo. And go back to, I guess, off panel, Kamala Khan took down Craven,
Hmm.
and Kamala's like, "I'm just going to come out and say it, team. I got no help here. Where where were you guys?" And Jameson was like, "I like the pretty lights. I like the pretty lights." Connor's like, "I think there were drugs in Craven's dart." And then the assistant's like, "I'm a chair." He's like, it's pretty funny, man. It's pretty funny. Come
And
on, I was
don't
like,
forget, a certain person's still alive.
whoa, hold on. He's like, oh, you think? And he's like, it's okay, Miss Marvel. It's over. The Green Goblin is dead. And Miss Marvel's like, then who is that? And it's like, Norman's like, it's me, Miss Marvel, Norman. It's me, Miss Marvel, Norman. And I can't thank all you enough. And then the guy that's still alive that Tom just talked about, Dalton, he's not dead. Can I keep this? You stabbed me with it through the heart with it. And Norman's like, oh, yes, I suppose I have no more use for it. Are you okay? He's like, no clue. And Kamala's like, come on, you two, move. And then the assistant's like, I'm a lamp. And then Jameson's like, extra, extra, read all about it. So they feel a little still drugged up from Craven's darts. And then Norman tells Peter, this might be the right time, but this might not be the right time, but if you need a job. And Peter's like, I had a job, Norman, and I did it. And then Norman's like, grabs his heart, and he's like, Peter, you sacrificed a lot not to destroy me, but to save me. It would make me very happy if we could call ourselves friends someday. And Peter's like, he thinks, he's like, crazier things have happened. And Norman's like, yes, they have, haven't they? And the end. Ding, pew, ding,
And the
pew,
tyranny
ding, pew,
of Rick Splinter finally comes to an end.
Spencer. So, a nice, thrilling ending to a very, very excellent arc. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the arc. The arc was really good. Um, Fantastic issue.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, like a lot of people who not digging the Zeb Bros run, I understand. But if you're a Spider-Man fan to keep going through the issues and give them every issue a chance, this arc might be the best arc out of all of them. And that's saying a lot because I love the Tombstone arcs. You know what I mean? There's another one coming up before the end of the issues. But I enjoy the crap out of it. So what do you think? What do you take out of this issue, Tom?
Oh man, I loved it. I loved the back and forth fight between Goblin and then back into Norman and then back into Peter and back and forth. And like you were saying, the McGinnis art was just, man, phenomenal. Yeah, phenomenal.
Great. And
it
was like he got better every time he did a Spider-Man issue. It's like he got better and better. It's like he perfected his craft with it. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, another thing. I was so happy that a certain favorite side character is still alive.
I mean, he's not dead?
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe not. He doesn't know. He has more hearts, apparently. Which has been, I guess he's been our favorite character in the Zeb Bros run. I guess, hands down. We can't help it. We love us some Rick Rap. A lot of people probably think we're crazy, but we do know he does have some fans out there. You know, we would love to have a mini series of him.
Yeah.
Better than that Turtle guy. You know what I mean?
God.
But God,
butcher. I mean,
oh. But overall, if you had a grade, give it a grade. What would you give it?
Man, I think this is probably going to be the highest I've given since we started doing this. Again, I'm gonna say a 4.5.
Oh, beautiful. Like I said, we started reviewing it before I even finishing it, but it was nice action. The back and forth, it was pretty cool. If anybody don't like the idea of the evil Green Goblin sin, and that was what was driving Norman Osborn to be evil and stuff like that, and now apparently he's not evil now, so probably people are not gonna take that. But Spider-Man and the Green Goblin has been battling for years. You know what I mean? So like they figure it's kind of hard to come up with new stories of
Yeah.
those two, and when they do, people be like, "Oh, it's been done before" or something like that. You know what I mean? But it's not easy doing a flagship title like this, whether it's Spider-Man or you know what I mean. But I going to go a little bit above you and go
Ah,
4.75. Not quite a 5, but 4.75. You know what I mean? So that's how much I enjoyed this arc. That's how much I enjoyed the finale of this issue.
yeah.
Um I liked it. It's a literally Spider-Man comic book. It's old school, a lot some old school in it, some
Oh yeah.
silliness. It makes you laugh. Um
Makes you
enjoyed it.
cry.
Enjoyed it. So, loving the issue. I don't know if we're gonna give any other issue of a Zip Bros run any higher than this, but it was a build up to it, digging back to and they finally close it. Which this one arc right here, this one whole thing with Norman, the whole situation, everything. I thought it needed a time, and they gave it the time, and then it rushed towards that ending. He even
Hmm.
got his own Gold Goblin series that was pretty damn good, and yeah, now we want to see what the relationship is in the future. They're not really friends like that. He's done a lot to Peter. It's kind of hard to, even though it was this evil Green Goblin thing that did it, the face, he was part of the death of his beloved girlfriend. So who he probably would have married and stuff like that. There probably
Hmm.
wouldn't be an MJ if that didn't happen. You know what I mean? But excellent, and yeah, man, we're gonna keep on keeping on. So good grading on this one, man.
Yeah.
I'm here trying to put my stuff away here because I got stuff like here. Okay, let me throw it here.
You know,
Because now it's
I kind of wish that the Goblin's glider would have hit somebody else. I think it was a guy named.
Paw, paw, mm, mm, mm. That name is not to be said here. Okay, it's not to be said. And I started reading, so I did see this earlier. I thought it was hilarious. He said, "Talking trash about your friend. It's an Olympic sport in the Bad Batch." So there you go. And I like to say hi to my mom. Hi, mom. Love
Oh,
you. Love you. Can't wait to see you Friday, Thanksgiving. She's gonna make us turkey. Make me a turkey. Make us a turkey. Her, some friends, some family and stuff like that. So I can't wait. But hi, mom. But
hi,
now,
mom. Or not.
it, now it's your turn because
Woo,
what issue you're covering today?
woo. Well, let's see. I'm covering the X Men. What if? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What show is
What?
this again? What?
What if?
No, this is
What if
issue 55, the What If Disney variant.
legacy number 949? You can't
Yeah,
forget that. That's a big one. That's a big
I
number.
I remember we talked about this. I think I just love these Disney covers.
I love it, man. Love it. Never get tired of it, man. Never get tired of it. Keep bringing them out. I'll keep buying them.
Yeah. So once again, we got our man Zeb writing this one. It's the like you said, it's like like a standalone, like a kind of like an intermission between the end of the Sins being killed away and Tombstone coming back.
It's kind of like a break from the drama that was that arc, and before you get to more drama, you know, people would call it filler issue, which I think like I don't like that word. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like it's not worth it or something like that. That's how I feel. That's what it sounds like, and they probably don't mean it like that. But there are some people that, oh, it's a filler issue. You can skip it. If you're a Spider-Man fan, filler issue, whatever, I call it one shot. You know what I mean? It's a one shot.
Yeah.
It's worth it. This is entertainment. It's here to entertain you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
with that said, I got J.R. Jar's back. You know what I mean? For the final arc, I guess. And this is before that arc. So keep going. Keep going.
Yeah. So we cut to
Hmm.
Spidey swinging through the air. He's like, "Did you know there's still a stilt man?" He's like, "I do. I caught him going after a 10th floor safe at the Chase building. He got a good shot in, but I can't say if he was harder to take down than the original stilt man. But it buried a lot of time that I don't have."
That page is nice. Those pages, whew,
Oh yeah.
beautiful.
And so he's like, "Oh crap, I'm running late." He's like, "But I got a decisive blow. Stiltman couldn't take on the Amazing Spider-Man." Beep 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 beep. And then he's like, "Oh shit." He's like, "Peter Parker is late for a date. Where's my
Uh-oh.
shoes?" And then boom boom boom. If anybody
Uh-oh.
remembers, good old Nurse Shay from Ravencroft.
Miss Shay. And she looking fine.
Yeah. And Peter's like there. He's like, "Shay, you're still here?" She's like, "Peter." He's like, "Sorry, I'm late." She's like, "Where are your shoes?" He's like, well, I kind of stepped in something on the way over. And she's all like snippy, like, "Yeah, you bet you did." He's like, "Oh yeah." So he's looking all like, like disheveled and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm late." She's like, "Again?" He's like, "Right again, sorry." And then she's like noticing that he's got a black eye from his little scuffle with Norman and the Green Goblin. And he's like, "What? What? I don't have a black eye." He's like, "How'd that happen?" She's kind of all getting like a little irritated. She's like, "Peter," and he's like, "Uh oh,"
Bum, bum, bum.
and he's like, "What?" She's like, "This is our third date, and the third time you've either been late or rushed out early. Third poorly thought out, rushed explanation that makes it clear you don't want to talk about it." It's like, "Yeah, no, I need to learn how to use a count." And she's like, "I think you're trouble, Peter Parker." He's like, "The fun kind of trouble?" And she's like, "No, the cute guy I've been dating maybe has a second family kind of trouble."
Uh-oh.
He's like, "Oh my god, a second family? Peter Parker's living a second life? What?" She's like, "How did you get the black eye, Peter?" And he's like, "I'm going to tell the truth. I can't tell you." And she's all looking at him like, "Excuse me?" And she's like, "Okay, okay." She goes, "Wow, what an answer. I can accept that. You're not going to tell me." And he's like, "You do accept that?" And the waiter comes by. "Tap water, okay?" Peter's like, "Yeah, tap's great." And then she's looking all like comfortable again. She's like, "Okay, well, how about this? If you can't tell me how you got a black eye, can you tell me why you have a black eye?" He's like, "Oh, that's a good question. Let me think
The
about that."
ultimate trick question.
And then, beep, 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 beep. He's like, "I take on a lot of responsibility for other people's well-being." And she's looking at him like all like flirtatiously. "Too much responsibility?" Beep, beep, beep.
Bing, bing.
And then we get an ad for. Dun, 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 dun.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Advertising? No. Oh no. Oh no. Look who's here. Hi, Grandpa.
Yeah.
And then Peter's like, "Well, responsibility. Well, yeah, I guess probably." And then she starts getting all attitude again. She's like, "You have a responsibility to yourself, too, right? To make sure you're getting what you need and want." And yes, and he's like, "Hmm." And he's like, well, yeah, I guess I stay so busy with other stuff. He's like, what would that even look like? And she's like, well, let's just say, if you had a date with someone that you found attractive. She's like, oh, a date like this one? She's all leaning back in her chair. She's like, sure, if you say so. But if that was the case, you take this date seriously. Make time for it. Taking care of yourself. So yeah, Peter's feeling the heat here. He's this lady is backing him up against the wall, and wait, this is a family show. No.
Oh.
And he's like, well, and what if doing the other thing feels too important? He's talking about all the responsibility to save everyone that's in peril. It's like, it feels like I wouldn't be taking care of myself if I wasn't taking care of everyone else. Because that's Peter, he's honorable and humble, and he likes saving people. She's like, okay, you do that, Peter. That's fine. Just don't pretend you want whatever this is. So she's pretty pissed off at this point. She's like, I went in an hour early to Ravencroft, hour early to work so I could get off early to come meet you. She's like, I changed Hippo's water, clipped Manbull's horn, got Mindworm and Joystick's meds out of the way during my lunch. She's like, I busted my hump until 5 o'clock just so I could be here for you. And the waiter's like trying to interrupt. Peter's like, no. She's like, the point here was to get on time, because if I think someone's special, then I'm gonna give them the time. And then she's like, and I take that seriously. She goes, that's my responsibility to myself and to whatever this is. She's like, I know this is stupid. So yeah, she's pretty much at that point done, and Peter pretty much, is screwed. He's like, wait. Then he like puts out his hand, little romantic moment. He's like, but I want this.
Ooh,
boy. Ooh. She's all like surprised, like, Peter? And then, he sees Rhino and is it Screwball? Is it? Is that the villain? The chick's name. I forgot.
Screwball,
and he sees him. He's like, oh shit, villain's outside. It's Spidey time. She's like, what is it? He's like, I've got to go. And she's like, seriously? He's like, there's something I have to take care of, okay? And so she's all like, sad to make sure. Pretty good art of Rhino and Screwball.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
She's like, Peter, this has been fun, but I just can't. He's like, I understand. She's like, see you around. Then he runs out like, like some DC character. Who shall remain unnamed. Superman. And starts to pull his shirt out, and he looks down at his suit, and for some reason, I don't know if it's just me, but the art makes it look like he has a beer belly.
A little bit.
Like, I don't know if he's like having second thoughts of being Spidey at that point, or if he's like, oh shit, I put on weight. And then you got a old Rhino saying, stop running, Screwball. You want to rumble? Now you've got it. And Screwball's like, if I was moving any slower, I'd be standing still, Rhino. At this pace, I won't even be able to string together a few seconds for my reels. Nothing wrong with the bell. And he's like, reels? I have no idea what that means. And then all of a sudden you hear, hey! Love the detail on the Rhino. Like the grumpy face.
J.R. Jar is knocked out of the park with this issue.
And then it's Peter. It's not Spidey. So obviously Peter decided, screw it. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be Peter. He's like, can you guys just cut it out for once? And then Rhino's like, turning to Screwball, he's like, do you know this guy? And she's like, nope. How about we take a the mouthy normie break? He's like, sold. And Peter's all like, saying, hey, listen to me. He's like, whoa, I'm just saying, wait, I'm on a date. Come on, guys. This is not okay. You guys are not helping.
Uh-oh.
He says, you don't know me from Adam or from Damien, Sleepy Reader, or from he's like, I don't know how this supervillain stuff works, but I can't imagine meeting someone is any easier than it is for me. He's like, I've already screwed up twice, and this feels like my last chance. Like I show up for her tonight, or she's just gonna walk away like all the other failed relationships I've had. It's like, and I can't show up for her if you guys just keep, arguing out here. So he's like, you two knock it off. And Screwball's all like, well, thinking about dating. She's like, I'm on the apps too. So she's probably talking about like Tinder and all that shit. And she's like, I get it, man. That, I get it. You got a good one on the line. You got to make it happen. And Rhino's all like, apps? What the heck are you talking about? It's like, what in God's name are you talking about? So they're like walking down the road. She's like, here, I'll show you. You seeing anybody? And Rhino's like, do I look like I'm seeing anybody dressed like this? And she's like, does that horn come off? He's like, well, yeah. She's like, okay, big first step.
Big first step.
So we cut back to Nurse Shay. She's all sad. Waiter comes over. He's like, oh, would you like anything, ma'am? She's like, no, I'm just not hungry right now. Peter's back. He's like, Shay. She's like, you're back? And he's all like, Shay, whatever this is, I want it. And I want to kiss you. She's like, okay. And then, whoa. Some leg action. Man.
Like the bam bam.
Man.
Bam bam.
Man.
Bam bam.
And then the waiter's like, should I bring another menu? Peter's like, yes. And then she's like, definitely. So she's all like looking all bashful and stuff. She's like, what just happened? She's like, so? And he's like, so? She's like, oh, I guess we're doing this. Peter's like, I guess we are. Man, is that the right panel? Oh, no. And then it cuts back to Rhino and Screwball. And
they're watching them.
Rhino's all like, oh, I gotta say this is pretty darn sweet. You're not supposed to be helping me, Screwball. And he's like, and Screwball, I think it's Screwball. She's like, did you put supervillain as your occupation? And Rhino's like, was that bad? She's like, no one's gonna swipe right on that. Put disruptor. What's your real name? He's like, Alexei Mikhailovich Stechevich. And she's like, no, that's tough. How does Vic sound? He's like, yeah, that sounds great. She's like, yeah, here, if you like that photo, I'll show you how to crop out that horn so no one suspects a thing. And then up next, 950.
The big legacy, 950. Beep, 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 beep. Nice,
So, yeah.
nice, yeah.
It was a pretty silly, fun issue,
Yeah, JR knocked out of the park with this issue. The art's pretty damn good. I loved how Shay looks. She looked fantastic. And I like, he's always been good at facial expressions. And every time you see the facial expressions, you kind of know what she's thinking at the time. And every time the conversation will go in there, I like when she's like, when he's giving her the answer where I can't really tell you. And she's like, all right. You know what I mean? And then the facial expressions, he still looks intrigued in what's going on. and of what he's saying and stuff. And I love it. It's not like some artists can't do that with the face, and you see in every face and what's going on. You see the situation that's going on there. If you don't see words, you can guess a little bit what's going on in the state and stuff like that. You might not
Mm-hmm.
know the words if you take the words out, but you're like, oh, maybe this, that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can see the frustration in her face, but you see the worries throughout. When she saw his black eye and stuff like that, and the way things are explaining, the way he's like, waiter, hold on. You see Peter like, not now. You know what I mean? And then the back and forth with the whole conversation. I mean, you see like she wants to make this thing work. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And she's worried and she's just confused because she really likes him and she doesn't want to give it up. But it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. And then he looks like he wants to. He he's lost so many relationships and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That he wants to give it a shot. So he feels like bad. And then when he has to go be Spider-Man again, and they're like, and he accepts. Yeah, I messed up another chance here. And then he thinks about it, and then he's like, "No, I'm not getting dressed. I'm gonna talk to these people." It takes a lot of nerve. He looks like he cares about this relationship to go out to supervillains and tell them, cut it out, kind of thing,
Yeah.
And then them turning around, and the screwball's like, "Yeah, I understand that. They can relate to Spider-Man. You can relate to Peter Parker, not Spider-Man. They don't know, but." And I freaking love it. And then he actually comes back, and you see the excitement in her face. So Jr. the
Yeah.
Jr. did a fantastic job,
And
and you see. Go ahead.
it's just like you were saying, like certain people, certain artists, people will just totally bash on them. Like I know Jr. gets a lot of hate, but you're right, man. When it comes to facial expressions, you don't need like the thought bubble. Sometimes it's like, wow.
Yeah, but you see in that page when they like getting all romantic, and then the early stages of a relationship, especially of a first, they just had their first kiss there. And then you see like they're like kind of like the butterflies in their little thing. They're Twitter Peter, like the owl from Bambi said. They always use the Twitter Peter stuff. You know what I mean? And then of course the part where Rhino and uh Screwball is looking at them like, oh, that's sweet. 'Cause even supervillains, have a heart. Believe it or not. So I thought this was a fantastic Spider-Man story one shot that we actually did need. You know what I mean? It was pretty cool. You took a break from all the drama and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people we want him with MJ and all that. And it probably eventually happens,
Mm-hmm.
but something like this, you see Peter finally get some kind of a win, you know what I mean, with this girl that he likes a lot, stuff like that. And the way Georgia made her look, she fine. You know what I mean? Woohoo! You know what I'm saying? So nice, beautiful brunette, So but very well done. I enjoyed this issue. Um if I had to grade it, I'll give it a 4.25. I thought it was really good. A good Spider-Man story. Um really close to the 2.5. Um and yeah, man. So I thought it was fantastic. For a one shot, maybe I would have gave it a higher grade. I probably shouldn't have. The art's great. The story is great. But I thought 2.5 is fair. What do you
Yeah.
what do you final thoughts of the issue, and what do you grade it?
Well, so on the let's say the third read, I think I changed my mind about it, and then as we're sitting here talking about it and discussing it and everything, I'm thinking, well, I might just give it a couple more points, and so I think I might give it a kind of on the border. So maybe like a 3.95, maybe.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good grade. I enjoy the issue, and yes, sometimes that happens. You read an issue for the first time, you don't really dig it, and then you read it again, and you start to understand. You gotta get that MJ part out of your mind.
Yeah.
Like, no, he belongs with MJ. You know what I mean? If you get that out of your mind and actually read the issue, it was very well done, very fantastic, very well written. Oh, Zep Wells wrote a good book. Uh-oh. Don't say that with the haters, you know what I'm saying? But it was fantastic. And as we grade all four, all four of our grades of these two issues, if you count, you know what I'm saying, what if you count with the final arc being fantastic, and and you count the one, and then you take away that, but then you add those two, the 4.69,
69, dude.
dudes. Never get old. Station Trade Paper Dad, what is going on,
Station.
man? How are you doing? So that's it with those two issues. As I put it away while I'm telling you, but we're not done yet. But before we get to what we're gonna do next, next week, man, next week we're doing the Big Legacy 950 issue number 56, Legacy number 950. You guys know they're gonna go hard on it. You know what I mean? A $7.99 issue. So this will be the only issue we do next week. Um, and it should be fun. Should be fun covering this issue. But we're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen, because we didn't do it last week, but we're doing it
What?
this week.
What?
And you guys love it. You guys know you gotta have it. So show and tell that beautiful sight.
What?
Show and tell is back. Um, Tom, I'm gonna have to say you go first because I'm gonna do something a little different this week. So
Oh,
I'm gonna
hold on.
give you the floor.
Hold
Oh,
on. Hold
oh,
on.
oh, oh! See, he wasn't ready for it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna do okay. So I'm gonna go first, but then he's gonna go. Then I'm gonna finish, cause I'll give myself the solo, and while he comes back, I'll show a few issues that I got from Midtown. They threw a little sale. No, I didn't get too much stuff. Um, my comic book shop guy probably doesn't like this part when I go out to other shops and buy stuff, but no comic book shop guy loves. Like buy here, you know what I mean? But every time there's a signature stuff and I see it and they throw a sale, I get it. Matthew Rosenberg was like still new when I first got back into comics, and I like his stuff.
Huh.
Um, I haven't been picking these up, so I still got to pick all the other ones that came out. But I do have his original series. This is like the third volume of this particular series, I think, or something like that. But I had to get a signature, certified. It's certified, kind of like what we get when we get a signature at Midtown. When we
All
got
right.
Daniel Warren Johnson, me and Phable a couple years ago. Oh, last year, I don't know. So much time has passed, but I had to get it. Good DC versus Vampires, World War V. So I had to get that one, and I picked up from Kelly Sue DeConnick and David Lopez, the FML. Um, I hear it's good, so I was like, let me give it a shot. Kelly Sue is an awesome writer.
Hmm.
It's pretty cool. I probably will enjoy it. So I picked that up, and of course, I had to pick this up. Everybody knows I'm a wrestling fan, and it's not just WWE. I love WWE. Is always going to be the top dog, but if it's wrestling and I get to watch it, I don't have as much time as I did before to watch it. But I got me the AEW Origins
Well,
issue. Pretty cool. I haven't read it yet. I think all the origins for all of them are in back of the DC issues as we read them. They've been coming out every week. And I just think they put them all together and put it in an issue. It doesn't even have a barcode and stuff like that. I don't even know if I paid for it. I think it was free. I may have paid $3.99 for it or something. But you know, Midtown had it. I put it in my cart. You know what I'm saying? And I have the luxury to be drive while when I go get my mom. Well, not go see my mom in Brooklyn. Midtown has a Queens location, an outlet that they do in the weekend. That they're only open for 2 days in the weekend, Saturday and Sundays. So they had an option of free delivery. Just you have to go get it, and I did it. So I went to go get it. AEW Origins. Um, I love wrestling. Chris Jericho is in this AEW, and a lot other. Britt Baker, one of my favorites right now. You know what I mean? So why not? You know what I mean? So that's what I got when it comes to books. I got one more thing I'm gonna do, but before I do that, I'm tagging my partner right here because he's gonna show his show and tell before I do a little something here. So there you go.
So I think on my last one I showed yeah. I need more TP for my bunghole. So I actually picked up the other two. Hey, Station Maria.
Station,
There's
hun. Love
two
you.
other Funkos as part of the Beavis and Butthead line.
Oh, shut up, Beavis. Shut up, Beavis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Shut up, Butthead. Shut up. Yeah.
He's like holding a rat.
Oh my God, yo, that is awesome. That is awesome.
And
I love it.
then Mariah Carey must be stopped, no matter the cost.
No matter the
All I want
cost.
for Christmas. Oh no, what was that again?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We're
here it
being
is.
canceled.
Here it is. Oh yeah.
Oh, he
Oh
got
yeah.
it.
Woo!
Oh, Phable be proud of you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I want one too, man. I can't get one now, but that I live vicariously through you and Phable with that one. Woo! Show it one more time, man. You show it like a little bit, and that's it. Come on, man. I want to see it. Open it. Open it. Open it.
Pretty cool artwork.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome. You got the touch. You got the fire. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. That was the finale, right? That was the big finale.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Nice show and tell, man. I love that. I love that particular version of Optimus Prime, and when Fable showed it, I'm sure you saw it. That's why you got it. So there's another blame Fable moment. Um, but I got one more thing for my show and tell. I've shown this before in the past, but I'll show it again because everybody's seen my little vote. My little is pretty big. My Voltron right here.
Ooh.
I love Voltron, the legendary Black Lion, which I've shown before. Stuff like that. And I'm gonna do the first thing I've done in a long time. I'm gonna open this thing. And I'm gonna
Whoa.
look in. Yes. Because I've been dying.
Ah.
The box is great, but it's taking up a lot of space. So I gotta open it anyway. I haven't been able to find the other four lions.
Oh.
People said they've been target all around the nation. I have not yet to see them at all. At all. So hopefully after the holidays, they even though this is supposed to be the anniversary, it's already over, the 40th anniversary. I'm hoping to find them. But I'm gonna open this one up. So here we go, guys. First time in a long time I open up a box. Open it. Open it. Like I always say. Like after this, Tom's gonna open his transformer right now, you know what I'm saying? Oh man. So I opened boxing for the first time in a long time. I'm here trying to open it, save the box a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll flatten it and keep
Voltron,
it.
Defender
Defenders of the universe. I love
I
it,
used to,
man. As a
I used
kid,
to love,
that was my thing.
love watching that.
Yeah.
Didn't speaking of that, didn't Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, narrate the opening to that?
Yeah. Yes. That's him. That's Peter
Yeah,
Cullen. A long
yeah,
time ago, the
yeah.
forces. Ba-da-ding. There is Voltron. Ding, the defender of the universe. Voltron always have a special place in my heart. So, of course, it's going to be hard to open because look what they did. Oh, my God. Tom thought he was done. He was like, all right, finish the show. Oh, dope. He's going to open it. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoying yourselves watching me open this. Tom's probably like, man, I wanted to go get some lunch. But now I got to watch him open this thing. You know what I mean? Brother Joe's probably watching football, you know, and Bobby. Gotta be careful I don't stab myself over here. Make a name for myself. Be like, imagine that.
I just shot
Herm
out of
stabs
my.
himself.
I shot out of
Herm
my.
stabs
Said,
himself.
"What's up, Doc?"
Stabbed myself like Wreck Rap got stabbed, you know? Yeah. I feel like it's Christmas.
I thought you were.
Trying to,
I thought you were retired. Retarded.
retarded.
I never liked you. You never did. Oh man, great movie.
Yeah.
Uh
Damn, bro. I can't even. I'm
oh,
having a hard time with this.
I think it's got to be big Herm proof.
I guess so.
Yeah, you know who's to blame for that, right?
Who? Oh, oh, damn it. But even. There we go. Nice. Okay, one more, guys. One more. I promise. I promise. I like the commentary by Tom here. There we go. Look at this.
Oh wow.
Man, I love my black line. When I was a kid, love my black line. I used to play with the black line a lot. And then, of course, you see the head. No, form the head.
Head.
The head.
Oh yeah.
You should go like that. Yeah. You pretty much. even the even the legs locked up over here. Hold on. I don't want to mess it up. So let me just.
Did you
You
did
got the
you see
tech.
the did you see the I
What?
think the new Netflix one that they came out a couple years ago?
I have not. I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah, I
Did
haven't
you?
seen it either.
You haven't seen it? I thought you were gonna be like, it was awesome. You should have saw it. Hmm. So yeah, I don't know if you guys want to see me transforming into the. I don't have any of the other lions, but of course you see.
Transform, transform, transform.
I'll just do it in front of you guys right here. Why not? Bam, bam. The thing is turning right here. Ba-da-da-da. Your evil forces will never defeat. Yeah, what he said. Dun, 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 dun. Bam, bam. I guess. Oh, I remember how to do this. Holy snap. This is why I loved it so much, because it was a lot easier. Then you see this go back here. Then you see that. You see the arms. You know, look at my arms. You know what I mean? Oh, look at my legs. You know what I mean? The tail goes in the back like this. And now form the head. I guess one of the other lions come with the sword. I wish it came with the sword, but I guess one of the other lions come with the sword. But here we go, and
Hmm.
this is how it looked. And I think this one looks a little bit bigger than the actual metallic one. Which, if I ever get it and I ever be able to form Voltron all together, you know what I mean? I definitely can't wait to get the arms and legs of it. I'm gonna ask. I'm actually gonna I might have to ask help from the Bad Batch because we're all over the states. Maybe if they see it in Target and stuff like that, let me know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've got a
Maybe we could,
friend that owns a toy shop. Maybe I can ask him about it.
yeah, because I really want the whole lot. I can't find them. So yeah, man. Boom. Voltron,
That's
probably one of my
man.
all-time favorite toys. Like outside of the Sergeant Slaughter one I talked about on the Gary show, Gary B's show. Um, Voltron was the other one that I got ended up getting for Christmas. You know, Santa Claus was nice enough to get it for me for Christmas. So, yeah, man. I hope that was a nice little surprise. You know,
Yeah,
and then, of course he said like,
that's man. That's awesome.
I love the light, man. Real cool, man. Real cool. So I go. I hope you guys like that. I'm transforming back when I get a chance. Um, but what if Sergeant Slaughter piloted the Voltron, world's best toys? Man, that'd be fantastic, right? Oh man, the Sarge going, "Ten hut, let's form. Maggot, let's form." All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We went a little longer than last week, but that's because we did some show and tell, and I actually opened up one here. Maybe next week I'll open up another one, another toy I got that I want to open. But I've been wanting to open this for so long and play with it, and I'm like, might as well do it today on the show. I'm sure people would be entertained with me, watching me and talk, hanging out, opening this up, stuff like that. So, hope you guys enjoy that. Yeah, do that. Activate the razor blades, guys. And yeah, man. Next week, guys. Again, issue number 950, and I buried it on here somewhere. I got the thumbnail. I don't even know why. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right here. Right here. Issue number 56, but a big legacy number 950 next week. Same Spidey time, same Spidey channel. Tom, anything else you want to tell us? Anything else you want to say before we say skedaddle?
Oh yeah, just want to thank everybody for coming, stopping by, and watching us act all goofy and weird, and just happy Thanksgiving, everybody,
Yes, yes.
and
Enjoy your
have a
Thanksgiving.
have a great, wonderful time with your family and friends. And
Yeah, man. Enjoy the holidays, guys. Yeah. By the time we come back, Thanksgiving already left. So, man, I'm thankful to be able to do this show with my man Primetime Tom. That's what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful to having the Bad Batch. All of them. Uh, Robbie's a part of the Bad Batch, so he's included in there. And Scott, who's new to the Bad Batch. Everybody, all you got, and people outside of the Bad Batch, all our friends outside of the Bad Batch,
yeah,
all our friends we know, uh, here where we live and stuff. Everybody, thankful for everything. I know there's tough times. We have to go through the tough times, unfortunately, but it's also awesome that we go through the good times, like this one right here. Like this is why I kept doing it because my man, Primetime Tom here, he was always on top of it, making sure we come back. Are we coming back? Are we coming back? I wasn't sure if I was gonna come back. I thought I was gonna probably retire the channel and not do
yeah,
nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I was just busy and it was just like I don't know. But I realized after we come back how much I enjoy this and never surprised. Like the joy I get once we go live and stuff like that, and
It's
that's what I'm thankful for. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
I'm thankful for you and for the opportunity to be able to do this every week. I missed it, and I think a lot of it, at least in my heart, a lot of it is your love for Spidey, but also for our dear friend in heaven, our dear friend Sam.
Station
Wasn't
also, and
I
then
think
also my man
Sam is here all the
John
time.
Thomas too. My man John
John
Thomas,
Thomas.
never forget. He's my Batman buddy. You know what I mean? That word Batman. You know.
John
But
Thomas.
it's sad when you lose people, but you always remember them. You know what I mean? And I know one through Spider Man, and I know the other one through Batman. So
Yeah.
my two favorites of everything, of anything. So um, that's why I always uh put the memory up on the show in the beginning. You know what I mean? For both of them, because damn. But we like to celebrate them, talk about them. You know what I mean? It's you know that's why we do what we do here. You know what I mean? Because if we could have anybody entertain one person and they enjoy what we do, that'd be awesome. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
We're just having fun here, man. It's just a lot of fun, a lot of positivity, and of course, um, I'll be back up. I can't wait to Friday nights. I'm gonna be tired as hell the next morning. I'm gonna pay for it, but it'll be worth it. Cause the Blame Fable show. I got once again. I'm gonna just throw it up there Friday night, 9 p.m. We all need it. We all go through things, and Fable's been going through some stuff too. Like it's an escape to the world, you know. I know we're getting emotional right now. It's Thanksgiving, man. We just
Yeah.
talk about how thankful we are for stuff, you know. So I have to go. I have things to do. You know, what I mean, I have to put stuff away and try to get the tree up. You know, we're gonna try to get the tree up in the man cave here. Pick it up a little bit, and hopefully, I get to finally work on this room and finally get it finished eventually. So, but enough of that. Be back next week, 12 p.m. East. Cover Amazing Spider-Man 950.
Peace.
Till next week. Station to everyone out there. Much love and peace out. Boom, 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 boom,
Boom,
boom,
boom,
boom, boom, boom,
boom,
boom,
boom.
boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.